And we need your
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest with us today. He is one of the top flyweight wrestlers. He is known all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one and the only, the Wonder Kid, Johnny Storm!
Well, the Frontier Wrestling Alliance is back for a brand new season, as this weekend at the Birmingham NEC, battle resumes in the war between the Resistance and the Agenda. This weekend is only the beginning as the FWA crosses New Frontiers. Dave Bradshaw here at ringside as the Wonder Kid, Johnny Storm, one of the true legends in British wrestling, enters the ring.
And I take it you're not going to bother introducing me, Bradshaw. Dave Bradshaw at ringside with Greg the Truth Lambert.
You enjoying yourselves, yeah? You know, the ring announcer said it best just before I come out, that I am in fact, indeed, the Wonder Kid, Johnny Storm, which brings me to the point of why I'm here, because there's a local boy from down the road by the name of Spud. You might know him. He's about 2 foot tall, weighs about 2 stone. But he's been running his mouth and he's been saying that he is indeed the real Wonder Kid. Well, I'm sure last time I was here, if you guys were here, in a ladder match, I won that match to indeed profess that I am the one and only Wonder Kid, Johnny Storm. So now that's all done and said, Spud, to be honest with you, we don't even need to wrestle. We might be in a wrestling ring, but how about we just have a good old-fashioned fight? So Spud, I'm calling you out right now. Forget about the wrestling. Let's have a fist fight in the middle of this ring, and we can prove once and for all who is the better man, because we know who the Wonder Kid is. So let's see what type of a man you are. Bring your butt out here into this ring, and let's see what you got face to face.
Well, Johnny Storm and Rockstar Spud scheduled to be facing off in the flyweight title tournament decided to...
Scheduled being the operative word, Bradshaw.
Well, that's not Spud's.
Because I am Greg the Truth Lambert, who represents the hierarchy, that pushes the agenda, that is dictated by the authority that rules over British wrestling. And here is that agenda in person.
Johnny Storm had called out Rockstar Spud. Why on earth are the Agenda here at the Birmingham NEC? There he is. A man I thought I knew. He used to be known as Alex Shane.
On my feet, Bradshaw.
But now he is the Ascension, and he is the head of the Agenda.
Oh yes. Control, Bradshaw. Control. Control.
The four of us have an agenda.
Words cannot fully express just how negatively I feel, and so many of the fans of British wrestling feel, about the Agenda, and particularly about the man in the middle there, the man who at European Uprising announced his betrayal of everything that everyone in the FWA stands for. For years, he strung us along. and now we see his true colours. Shut up. Why don't you just shut up?
Resistance is futile.
Well, 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 the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm himself. Now, Johnny, you look a little apprehensive because the agenda is here in the Birmingham NEC. And more importantly, the Ascension is here in the Birmingham NEC. But Johnny Storm, I am here because the last time you were in this ring, the BWC gave you a Future Hall of Fame award. They awarded you somebody that will be in the future history books in British professional wrestling, and we are here to say, well done.
What?
You see, you figure you may have us pegged, but we're not the bad guys here. The agenda are not the bad guys. But Spud is not here. So I'm going to save you some time, and I'm going to say save yourself for that flyweight match that you've got tomorrow, because if you win, you will become the FWA flyweight champion. But if you don't mind, Johnny, we have some business that needs to be addressed.
You see, the agenda are the puppet masters, and the Ascension is the chief puppet master. Watch Johnny Storm.
And Johnny,
His tune.
you know, maybe in the future, we could do with somebody like you in the agenda. Now, down to business. I stand here and I watch you in your huddled masses, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Because what I see are a bunch of people who had their chance to be part of a bigger picture, and you blew it. So what you are smudges, ink stains on the canvas of life. So you can stand there and spectate while we deal with a problem that we have in our agenda.
Yeah, there's a problem, all right.
Nick Riley. The last time I was here, the last time we were here, you decided that it was a good idea to get in the face of the agenda. And you're supposed to have a tag team match today against Joel Redman and Iestyn Rees. But the problem is, when you mess around with the people who make the decisions, like when you people mess around with the people that make the decisions, those people can change their decisions. So your tag team partner, Shah Samuels, is stuck in London, and you are in a match without a tag team partner. So Nick Riley, get your ass into this ring now!
Shah Samuels is stuck in London.
Cut his music! Cut his music! Bring him out! I don't want him to have music. Bring him to the ring!
Shah, it's first I've heard about Shah Samuels
That's
having
it.
any problems. There's Nick Riley. Well, Riley's not going to wrestle Rees and Redman
In this ring,
2-on-1.
Nick. In this ring. You see, nothing would please me more than getting out of this ring and slapping the taste out of the mouths of each and every ugly, imbecilic, moronic buffoon here in the Birmingham NEC. But I can't do that, and we can't do that, but we can use you as our martyr to be able to do so. So get in this ring now.
This is a joke.
Here's what's going to happen. Instead of you having your nice little wrestling match, what you're about to see is this pathetic excuse for a hero get his ass handed to him on a plate along with his head by the agenda, and you will do it on your own, and you will do it now. Referee, come to the ring. Give me a referee.
This is stupid. They're not going to expect
It's
Nick
a handicap
Riley.
match now.
Nick Riley's not going to
Now!
wrestle Rees and
Did
Redman
I
2-on-1.
stutter? Now! In the ring, come on! In the ring! Come on!
Referee Chris Roy is being ordered into the ring.
Ring that bell now!
If I may change an
Good
old
luck,
phrase,
son. You're going to
blessed are
need
the
it.
decision
Let's give him a bit of a
makers,
hand.
Dave, for it is they and not the meek that shall inherit the earth. Do you understand what's going on here now, Dave? Yes. Have you had 3 months to think about it, Dave? Have you digested what happened after your little chat on Christmas Day with the Ascension, with the man you thought was your friend? Do you understand? Do you remember what happened at European Uprising, Dave? Are you getting it into your
Why
head?
don't you shut your
Do
mouth?
you understand what's going on
Why
here?
don't you just shut up? For once in your life, why don't you shut up? Hang on. That's... Oh yes, please, yes. Well, Riley about to wrestle, apparently 2-on-1, but that is the music of the leader of the Resistance. Is he here? He's not scheduled to be out here until later, but he is here! He is here!
This isn't part of the agenda, Bradshaw!
Leroy
This is not part of the
Kincaide!
agenda!
Leroy Kincaide! Live in
Cut
the
my
NEC!
music. I've got a message for you, Mr. Alex Shane and your two punks. Although Charles Samuels is not in the Birmingham NEC building, your boy Leroy Kincaide is in the Birmingham NEC building. And you know what that means? My fellow member of the Resistance is not going down on his own, as long as I'm here. So, ring the bell. You've just got yourself a new partner, Nick.
Leroy Kincaide has just evened the odds. He's going to be Nick Riley's tag team partner, and we are underway.
Through that disgusting baseball cap that he wears back to front upon my person. You get that smug grin off your face, Bradshaw, and you call this match. You call the fact that Rees and Redman are going to destroy Riley and Kincaide.
Well, now we have a wrestling match rather than a mugging. No wonder you're a little bit upset about it. Here comes Riley with a missile dropkick. See, this kid's no slouch.
You know, although this may not have been part of our grand design, you notice the confidence of the Ascension and his apprentice, Her Majesty the Queen's Royal Footman, David DeVille, and the rest of the agenda entourage in leaving the ringside area here in the Birmingham NEC.
Well, that might knock a bit of confidence out of them. Riley, boosted by Kincaide, over the ropes, lands on Rees and Redman. I wouldn't describe the look I saw on the Ascension's face when Leroy's music hit as confidence.
The Ascension
There's Riley again!
is always confident, he is always watching, he's always listening, he's always plotting, always planning. And he will have a plot, a plan for this eventuality. Don't you worry about that.
Well, Riley showing a good plan of his own there. That moonsault off the middle turnbuckle. You saw he landed on Rees's legs. The guy as big as athletic, I should say, as Iestyn Rees. You really need to take away that vertical base. Riley with ring smarts beyond his experience. Avalanche in the middle.
You know, the Ascension was alluding to the fact that last time we were here in the NEC Birmingham for the European Uprising weekend, Nick Riley did indeed get in the face of the agenda, but that face is going to get smashed, it's going to get battered, it's going to get beaten beyond recognition, because he is in the ring with two machines right here, two men who look like professional wrestlers, act like professional wrestlers, wrestle like professional wrestlers, Iestyn Rees and Joel Redman.
You know what you're conveniently forgetting to mention about European Uprising weekend and Nick Riley, don't you? The day after that betrayal by the Ascension, Riley took on the Ascension Alex Shane for the FWA British Heavyweight Championship, and as much as you might like to erase it from the history books, the way I remember it, Nick Riley won that match.
You do realise it's slander to lie on television. You just did that right there.
There's video footage.
I don't know what you're talking about. You show the video footage. Where is the video? Where is that video footage? It's been 3 months.
You've seen it.
It's been 4 months, over 4 months since European Uprising. I've not seen this see the light of day. It's just a figment of your imagination. The Ascension is the FWA British Heavyweight Champion. You saw the belt out here earlier. The agenda controls the FWA World Heavyweight title. Any one of the agenda can defend that title. The Ascension has defended that title several times already. He is a double champion. We control British wrestling, no matter how much your little twisted version of a truth you like to spew. We control the media as well. That's why I'm here. That's why I've always been here. I am here to push the agenda.
Unbelievable. It's Redman running in, but Riley caught him with a mule kick. There's a reverse Rana.
Kincaide.
Riley! Oh, high knee into the jaw of Redman.
Does Kincaide realise? Here comes sliced bread. No, it doesn't.
That's Riley's finishing move. Redman using that power to counter. He's going for a swinging DDT.
I was about to comment. Does Kincaide realise he's already scheduled for a match later this evening? He's got to take on the newest member of the agenda. And you don't know who that is. You don't know
seriously?
who that is.
Wrestling's worst kept secret. David
I
DeVille.
know who that is.
David DeVille, the Queen's footman, is of course scheduled to face Leroy Kincaide later on. I love the agenda's attempts to keep that aura of mystery around them by not revealing who the newest member of the agenda is.
And you think that David
Pathetic.
DeVille is sweating Leroy Kincaide for 1 minute when he has learned from one of the highest institutions in our country? That is the Ascension, obviously.
Ridiculous.
And the royal family too.
Yeah, well,
You see what I did there?
yeah, very clever.
Did you see what I did there?
You're a real genius. Riley with that top rope move on Redman. Here comes Kincaide, the leader of the resistance. Iestyn Rees is in. There's a clothesline by Kincaide on Rees. And when Redman tried to hit him with a crossbody, a fall-away slam on Joel Redman. That is the power, the explosive power of Kincaide. Leroy Kincaide has nipped up, and your boys are in trouble, Greg.
Kincaide has beaten virtually every member of the agenda in the past, but he didn't get the job done when he had the World Heavyweight title shot last time we were here at European Uprising. He's 0 for 1 here at the NEC Birmingham.
He's setting up the spear.
Oh, there you go.
Redman coming in with that drop kick to the side of the head.
The wrestling cyborg. That
Ladies and
Joel
gentlemen,
Redman.
the referee has given a yellow card to Joel Redman, his first warning.
Iestyn Rees is the only member of the agenda who's yet to be pinned by Leroy Kincaide's spear. That nearly changed. Oh, it changed now. Look at that. There's a spear by Kincaide.
He didn't get all of it though, Dave. It was just a glancing blow to the almost perfect six-pack of Mr. Suave, Mr. Smooth. That is Iestyn Rees.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has given a red card to Joel Redman, his second and final warning.
In the FWA, you get 3 strikes and you're out, so Redman has now had 2 of them.
That's 1, 2, 3 strikes, and you're out, Dave.
And clearly...
3 sides of the pyramid.
Oh, the bell's being rung here. The bell has been rung. Chris Roberts seeing enough of this blatant rule breaking. Redman obviously didn't share your enthusiasm that Rees was going to kick out. Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
Brutal.
Right on the back of Kincaide's neck. I can't believe he got up from that. Oh, there you go. Second one.
Match is over.
Perfectly executed. Now, Leroy Kincaide. Now, do you understand the agenda?
Kincaide has landed hard twice on the back of his neck.
Nick Riley's taken punishment as well. He's lying at ringside. He can't save Kincaide. No one can save Kincaide.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The back of his neck
the
bounced off
winners of
canvas.
the match as a result of a disqualification, Nick Riley and Leroy Kincaide.
And count them, Bradshaw. 1, 2, 3 German suplexes to the back of the neck. Notice how all good things come in 3.
Leroy Kincaide is hurt. Kincaide has landed.
Well done, Redman. Well done, Rees. Perfect agenda, pushed to perfection.
I'd say Kincaide landed hard on the back of his head, back of his neck. And we had, just saw one of our officials call for medical help. I'm not sure Kincaide knows where he is right now. Greg Lambert has scuttled away before the resistance come anywhere near our announce table. I'm sure he's going to go and regroup, but I tell you, the agenda got done what they wanted to get done there. They have done some very serious damage to Leroy Kincaide, and the question is now...
This is the resistance, and we need your... This is the resistance, and we need your...
We are now ready, ladies and gentlemen, for a huge grudge match. This is a singles contest set for one fall and is a rematch. Introducing first. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring at this time with the Bangra Knights. He is winning this afternoon at 12 stone from India. This is the Bollywood Dream, R.J. Singh.
It was over 18 months ago at New Frontiers 2009, the start of FWA Season 1, when R.J. Singh interrupted El Ligero and declared his intention to unmask, to unravel the mystery behind the Mexican sensation. Here we are, 2011, New Frontiers Season 2, and we are no closer to a resolution in British wrestling's biggest grudge.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in this huge grudge match. From Los Angeles, Mexico, winning this afternoon at 10 stone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mexican sensation, El Ligero!
El Ligero versus R.J. Singh. You're absolutely right, Bradshaw. This feud is one for the ages, and Ligero defeated R.J. Singh by count-out last time we were here at the Birmingham NEC. But in my mind, he proved nothing, and R.J. Singh is determined to set the record straight this afternoon, back here at the NEC, with a conclusive pinfall or possibly an ethnic submission victory, Dave.
He has tried many times, and he has failed many times, as R.J. Singh, to put to rest the legend of El Ligero here in the FWA. Singh claiming that without that trademark horned mask, El Ligero would have no originality. He would lose all his popularity, all his relationship that he's built up with fans around the country. And it is...
We see the members of the Singh Tourage there at ringside, the director and Adil Khan.
You know, this may be British wrestling's longest running grudge, but ultimately, it's not a complicated one. It is basic, petty jealousy between one flyweight to another.
I think it's more the battle between who is the greatest international star in British wrestling today, based in the UK. R.J. Singh with his Indian heritage, the UK luchador from Mexico.
Notice you say Indian heritage and stop short of actually claiming that R.J. Singh has actually been in any films. He'll tell you he's a big Bollywood superstar. I would say I've been in as many Bollywood films as he has.
Slam Dog Millionaire and Bend It Like Jordan. Just hang on one second though, as before I reel off RJ Singh's movie career for you.
What's this now?
Foolish.
Well, that's... I recognise the music, but... That's Nathan Cruz. Nathan Cruz holding the championship of New Generation Wrestling, a promotion based up in Hull. Cruz calls himself the show stealer. He's certainly one of the hottest prospects in British wrestling. But why is he here? Why is he interrupting this hotly anticipated grudge match? It has nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him.
Let's find out.
Now, before you two even attempt to continue this match, let me address something to both of you two and to each and every single one of you stinking, pathetic nerds that have filled the Birmingham NEC this afternoon. See, the FWA has time and time again overlooked the fastest rising star in professional wrestling, the new frontier of professional wrestling, the New Generation Wrestling Champion, the show stealer, Nathan Cruz.
Humble chap, isn't he?
So I've taken it upon myself to once again interject myself into the FWA and create my own opportunities. And that brings me right to you two stood in this ring. Starting with you, RJ Singh. You see, you call yourself a Bollywood star, but let's face it, you're nothing more than a loser. Because the last time you two was in the ring, I also was in that ring. And that was at Brit Rest Fest. Oh, and RJ, whose shoulders was pinned to the mat in that match? Eh? Oh, that would be you. That would be you, wouldn't it, RJ? Bollywood star? My ass. And then we come to you, El Ligero, the Mexican Shut up whilst I'm talking, okay? El Ligero, the Mexican sensation. These people love El Ligero, am I right? Every man, woman, child, they all love El Ligero. Even though he stood in the presence of the biggest star you mugs will ever see in your lives, you choose to cheer something like that and boo someone like me. You see, you choose to cheer El Ligero even though he's a blatant phony. Because for all I've heard, El Ligero, you're not even really Mexican. Oh. Am I right? Come on, just look at the state of it.
Me.
Oh, El Ligero has heard enough, haven't we all? Let him sing! Ligero cut him off. There's proof if ever you needed it that Ligero and Singh know each other very well. Ligero is going up top, and Ligero, that seated senton splash on his arch nemesis RJ Singh. Singh to the ropes. Nathan Cruz is still scrambling around the ringside after that incoming Mexican missile. Singh and Ligero, regardless of that interruption from Nathan Cruz, appear to be getting on with this grudge match. Back elbow from Ligero. And just where he left off at European Uprising, Ligero getting the better of Singh. Goes for the cover. There's one and two. And only two as Singh kicks out.
Well, you heard what Nathan Cruz's accusation there. You know that, as you know, the agenda controls the media here in the FWA, but the flow of information, we tend to control that too. But Nathan Cruz come out here and made an exclusive of his own.
Oh, well, there he is again. Look what Nat Cruz is getting in the ring now.
That's a disqualification, is it not?
Well, I mean, it should be. Cruz is in his ring gear. He seems to be competing as if he's in the match. Now what?
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has given Nathan Cruz a yellow card, his first public warning.
Are we now?
I guess we're having a three-way here, Dave.
We're accepting this is now a triple threat match, are we? We'll talk about audacious on the part of Cruz to inject himself into this match. As I said, a long-awaited grudge match.
opportunities are there to be seized. The show stealer is a young man of great confidence. He called himself the New Frontier of British wrestling. He holds that championship, as you say, new generation. Everything about this man is fresh and new, and the fact is, you know, he'd probably got fed up with El Ligero fighting RJ Singh. He wanted to interject himself as well to make this into a three-way match, something fresh and new, Dave.
It's certainly true that for the past 18 months or so, the flyweight division has been largely dominated by Ligero, Singh, Rockstar Spud and Johnny Storm, the four men involved in the FWA flyweight title round-robin tournament.
This is season 2 after all, you know, we can reset, we can start again. That's what New Frontiers is all about.
That tournament will be finishing tomorrow here as part of New Frontiers weekend when Rockstar Spud and Johnny Storm finally go one-on-one.
And who's your money on there, Bradshaw?
I think Johnny Storm looked like a very confident man when we saw him earlier today. Hard to see past him winning the match, as you see that high knee from Nathan Cruz. But the larger point here is in regards to this match is Ligero and Singh's rivalry. And Ligero with that cross-body, Ligero and Singh's rivalry has cost them, arguably, both their places in that tournament. If they hadn't been so obsessed with beating each other and getting a one-up on each other, they may have possibly, 2 count by Ligero, they may have possibly still been in the running here.
And would you say that whoever wins this three-way match between the premier flyweights not competing in the flyweight championship final tomorrow, would you say they would be the likely #1 contender, Bradshaw?
Well, I mean, obviously this isn't an official #1 contender match. It wasn't even supposed to be a triple threat match, but yes, I mean, I would guess whoever wins out of these three, you'd have to say is right up there in contention for a shot, which again is why it's very clever, very bold of Nathan Cruz to have wangled his way into this match.
Well, Nathan Cruz did a very similar thing at European Uprising when the Storm-Spud match was cancelled due to Spud's injury. He made it into a three-way there between Storm, Axel Rage and Nathan Cruz, but he didn't get the job done on that occasion in the ladder match. Can he do it tonight?
I'll tell you what, he's got his done his homework there. Oh, the left nick submission, the camel clutch, whatever you want to call it. RJ Singh has it locked in on young Nathan Cruz. Cruz had just broken up an attempt at the Bollywood Dreams. Ligero, Singh's other finishing move, but Ligero is making his way to his feet. He needs to get there quickly, or Cruz is going to have to give up, but Ligero with a kick to the temple of Singh. And we're back to square one.
Devastating kick from El Ligero. Desperation in a three-way match. It is every man for himself. All three men can be in the ring at the same time. And you can lose the match without getting pinned, without submitting. That's why Ligero had to get involved there and break that up.
Singh and Ligero exchanging chops. Cruz on the outside. Now, I said on my blog on FWAUK.com earlier this week that Cruz is annoyingly able to back up a lot of his bravado with his talent in the ring.
A blog that the agenda allowed you to release, Bradshaw.
Oh,
we control the media. I am the voice of the agenda, the voice of the media here in the FWA. And I'll tell you something, El Ligero.
Hang on, that's the C4L. The C4L.
He revealed his own exclusive, a C4L right there.
Yeah, he got it. He got all of it as well. But there's Cruz with a kick to the side of the head. The C4L on RJ Singh.
Since becoming the show stealer, since taking on that moniker from my cohort, The Ascension, Nathan Cruz has adopted the boot, just as The Ascension has always done, but he has adapted it for his own use. And look at that!
It's a boot, another boot to the head, and this time, no way! Nathan Cruz has just beaten El Ligero and RJ Singh in a match he wasn't even supposed
Ladies
to be
and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the show stealer.
There's official.
Nathan Cruz.
There you have it, Bradshaw. Nathan Cruz has just beaten RJ Singh and El Ligero, and in doing so, this young man, this brash newcomer, has stolen the show and put himself right at the top of the pile of flyweight contenders.
He's stolen the microphone now.
Show stolen.
Well, he calls himself the show stealer. According to Nathan Cruz, he just stole the show, and stole being the operative word, not even scheduled to compete here at New Frontiers. Nathan Cruz has just beaten RJ Singh and El Ligero. Shocking news coming out of New Frontiers. The first day of New Frontiers here at the NEC. Nathan Cruz has just made a statement.
This is the resistance, and we need your... This is the resistance, and we need your...
So ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. This is a singles bout. Introducing first. From Maidstone, Kent, winning this afternoon at 15 stone, this is Leroy Kincaide!
This is the second time today we've seen Leroy Kincaide out here. For the first time he was here for a tag team match. It was supposed to be Charles Samuels. Leroy Kincaide ending up getting his neck injured after an assault from Joel Redman and Iestyn Rees of the Agenda.
I'll be honest, right? A lot of people have been asking me all day, am I gonna be ready for the next matchup, all right? And I'm gonna be real, I'm not 100% right now. Like the beating I just took, boy, my neck is killing. All right, but one thing that is 100%, and maybe you can hear me back there, David DeVille, is that I wanna bring that FWA title back to where it belongs, around someone that truly deserves it because they don't have a hidden agenda. I want to bring it back to the people. So as I said, I'm not 100%, but I'm ready to face this newest member. And all because he's a footman for the Queen, that don't mean jack to me because I will still slap you around the face right now. So bring him out.
Leroy, I want to stop you right there because you're digging your... Shut your mouths! You're digging yourself a hole which you are already too deep in. Because Leroy, you've been after this belt for 18 months. I've been here 5 minutes. I'm a born winner. That's why I'm champion. But you're very much mistaken if you think you're facing me tonight, because you've got to earn that right and you've got to be good enough, and right now you're not. But you are facing the newest member of the Agenda. May I introduce to you, Colossus.
Well, we fooled you all, didn't we, Bradshaw? We fooled you all.
What? Well, Leroy Kincaide, I assume quite rightly, was assuming that David DeVille would be the newest member of the Agenda.
We fooled them again. So easy to do. So easy to do.
DeVille comes out here wearing the world title belt, and who on earth is that?
That, Dave Bradshaw, is the massive demon of doom himself, Colossus. Colossus is the newest member of the Agenda. You all thought it was David DeVille, but we have told you time and time and time again, This agenda runs so much deeper than you can possibly imagine. This is a war the resistance cannot win, and we have gone up north to my end of the country to bring back one of the most menacing, the most devastating entities the FWA has ever seen and ever will see, Colossus.
The size of that man. I dread to think how much that man weighs. Colossus. A man who now I come to think of it I've heard of, but I don't think I've ever seen him in the ring. I certainly didn't realise he was quite this size. He makes Leroy Kincaide look small. How on earth is Kincaide going to take down this Colossus with an injured neck?
He's not!
Well, it's all right. He only got the clothes from about 7 different jumble sales. It's not exactly going to make a sartorial dent, is it?
Who does he think he is?
He's the Queen's footman!
He comes in here, as he said, he's been here 5 minutes, declares himself the world heavyweight champion.
That currency that you carry around that you pay for those ridiculous clothes with, his boss, her head is on that currency. You know those stamps where you send your little job interview letters to, Bradshaw, which always come back return to sender? Those stamps, his boss, the Queen, her head is on them. Do you realise where this agenda spreads? Do you understand? How dare you speak about him that way?
So Alex Shane's found some guys a
That's royal saliva. You should be honoured to have royal saliva upon your person.
I think it's audacious beyond belief that the guy who's only just arrived, hasn't paid his dues, hasn't done anything that most of the young guys fighting their way through the British Wrestling Coalition system have done.
He is as good as blue-blooded. He's the next best thing to having blue blood.
So he gets to be world champion based on what he does in his day job.
You know the stipulation. The stipulation was set at European Uprising. If Leroy Kincaide did not win the belt at European Uprising, then the world title will become the possession of the agenda, which means it can be defended, it can be worn, it can be held by any member of the agenda. David DeVille is a member of the agenda, therefore he can hold the world title. Are you not getting this?
It's a pathetic little rodent.
The Colossus, undefeated, and I know all about this man, he's undefeated in my promotion, the XWA. He has dominated there. He has dominated in New Generation Wrestling. We saw Nathan Cruz holding the New Generation Wrestling title, where Colossus is Nathan Cruz's right-hand man. We've seen this man, we've watched him, we've scouted him, and when it came to finding an opponent that could take Leroy Kincaide out, he was number 1 on the Ascension's list.
Well, we've been arguing, Colossus has been dominating this match against Kincaide. As I say, I've never seen Colossus wrestle before, but...
I noticed by the way, Bradshaw, I noticed you're directing most of your agenda rancor tonight towards David DeVille, but not the Ascension. You've not said much about the Ascension, have you?
He hasn't
now,
been out.
Why might that be?
He's hardly been out here.
Why might that be? Come on,
what are you implying? Why don't you spit it out?
He was your best friend.
What
He was
are
your
you
best
implying?
friend. Your best friend. He stabbed you in the back, didn't he?
Yeah,
European Uprising. He spat at you. He made you look a fool in that Christmas Day interview. But yet, why aren't you saying anything about him, Dave? Could it be because he promised to reveal your secret to the world? A secret that, and me and the Ascension, we're close to brothers. A secret he won't even tell me. The truth. He won't even tell the truth. Is that why you're not saying anything? You just can't stand the heat, Dave. You're here to can't stand the heat, Dave.
Look at the action in the ring. There is some significant action in the ring. Colossus slamming down Leroy Kincaide, nearly got him.
I don't need to call the action in the ring because I'm 1,000,000% confident that Colossus in there with an injured Leroy Kincaide, however brave, however much the Leroy Kincaide carries the hopes of the resistance upon his shoulders, that this man, he's not prepared for him, he's not 100%, and this man is a killer.
Hang on, Colossus looks like he's going to the top rope. He's been dominating Leroy Kincaide since the opening bell, but this man looks like he's far too large to be going up there. Kincaide thinks so too. Kincaide catches him. Look at the strength of the leader of the resistance.
Come on, Colossus.
Colossus in the corner. It's a spear. Oh no! spear by Kincaide. He's beaten almost every member of the agenda with that move. He's holding his neck, is Leroy.
Come on, Colossus. You can make an impact here tonight in the NEC.
Leroy, you are just a foot away from beating this giant of a man on his debut. If Kincaide can make it to the cover, this is going to be over. We'll send Colossus back to wherever it is he came from, Hull or Walk, and there's two, and there's... Grab the rope.
You can see that the man has brains, he has ring presence, as well as immeasurable size and strength.
He's going for another one. Another spear will surely end this match. Oh, Colossus, oh no! Colossus moved and Kincaide went straight into the ring post. He may have jarred his neck again.
Absolutely. Now we'll see control. Now we'll see Colossus push the agenda.
Good God, look at that power. Tell you what, if we thought the agenda were strong before.
Colossus has beaten so many individuals with that chokeslam that since he's become the newest member of the agenda, we've taught him everything we know, and we've taught him this particular hold. Look at this. Look at this neck vice.
A neck vice, yeah. He's got his head contorted to the left. Kincaide's neck has already taken more abuse than
he's going to snap that head off.
Could possibly take.
He's going to take it home with him as a souvenir to the agenda, a souvenir to show that we rule and we dominate the entire scene of British wrestling.
Kincaide is fading away. Imagine the scalp it would be for Colossus if he could beat Kincaide on his debut.
This is what you do when you want to dominate. You take out the strongest link, and that's exactly what Colossus has done. Kincaide has passed out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match by knockout
It's futile.
Colossus.
Leroy Kincaide has passed out through the pain of that neck vice, and I am in shock. Colossus on his debut, this new monster discovery.
Yes!
By the agenda.
Yes!
Has beaten the leader of the resistance. Look at DeVille.
Who's left, Bradshaw? Who's left? No Shah Samuels tonight. Nick Riley taken out. Leroy Kincaide flat on his back in the middle of the Birmingham NEC. Who is left from the resistance? Who is left? Nobody. Nobody.
DeVille putting his foot on the chest of Leroy Kincaide as if to say that it was him who did all the work. This guy's a leech.
The four of us have an agenda.
By royal command, Colossus defeats Leroy Kincaide at New Frontiers. The agenda grows ever stronger.
A hush has fallen over this NEC crowd. The obnoxious David DeVille. And that enormous Colossus stand over the fallen leader of the resistance. My broadcast partner rubbing his hands with glee. And he may be right. Who is left? We don't know where Shah Samuels is. Nick Riley has taken a beating, and Leroy Kincaide, after the assault he just suffered at the hands of Colossus, may never be the same again.